Yeah, obviously, really, really pleased with the result. I mean, I thought we did a great job on both sides of the ball today. That's something that we've been really talking about for the last probably 3 or 4 weeks. We got to put the defensive effort together with a really good offensive game, and it seems like we've been doing pretty well one or the other. Like you look back to the Bowling Green game, we had a phenomenal defensive effort. We couldn't make shots. Look back to Ball State. We scored the ball, but we couldn't get stops. So we really wanted to. We've been kind of looking for this type of game to happen for us, and it's great to get it on rivalry Saturday here. So really good. These two played really good basketball. Katie has been on a tear lately. 18 and 10, another double-double. You look up her stats over the last 5 games, pretty impressive. First team all-conference numbers for sure, the way that she's been playing recently. And then Corynne's composure as a freshman and how she's been able to really get to her spots has been good. I really like where we are right now as a team, but we have a lot more to give. So looking forward to that moving forward. Hopefully this just gives us more confidence moving forward.
Questions for our student athletes?
Katie, since Bridget went out, you've been spectacular. Last time I talked to Todd, he said that that he essentially said we really need you. But what have you tried to do since that? The team, what's worked so well?
I think obviously when you lose a player of Bridget's significance with her shooting and her rebounding especially, it's just been Coach Starkey got me focused on it and just going for every rebound, offensive and defensive, and trying my best to get our team the ball back. And I think that's all. Just playing hard, trying to get rebounds.
Do you have a philosophy of rebounding?
It goes up. You try to track the flight of the ball and just see where it's going to come off. I feel like usually you get a pretty good idea once you rebound so much, you get a good idea of where it's going to come off. Yeah.
Carl, the best rebounders treat every shot like a miss. You just expect every shot to be a miss, and then you put yourself in position. So whether she's consciously doing it that way or not, I think she's just playing hard. I mean, she's playing really hard, and she's talented.
Corynne, what's it like at the start? You guys made your first 6 threes. At that moment, when you feel like you can trust everyone to make it, especially against a rival, just kind of what's that feeling like?
We were just playing with a lot of energy, and I think we were having a lot of fun with it too. When we see a lot of people on the team on the floor knocking down threes, you just have confidence that the next one's going in. So there's no hesitation throwing the ball out. And then we were playing really quick, and then we were getting stops on defense. So it was just carrying over to the next play.
Is it a case of good offense leading to good defense, or do you think so much of the hot offensive start was kind of the catalyst was how well you were playing defensively as well?
I think a little bit of both. We definitely gained confidence on the offensive side from getting multiple stops, going down on defense. Then once we made a 3, we wanted to bring the same energy back on defense and get another stop and just keep that going, keep that cycle going.
How tough was it to find soft spots in the zone at that point in that first quarter?
Yeah, they're a little big with some length. So once we found that the looks wasn't going to be on the outside and just hitting threes, once we realized that the inside and going high-low would be open, it was much easier.
What was that like for you, Katie? Because it seemed like the mid-range was just where you guys were really able to make a killing.
Yeah, I mean, flashing people in there and getting them out quick, just keeping that constant movement in and out of the paint, it's hard for them to adjust and be in the right spots. So we were just finding holes and then catching it in the middle, looking down on all the defenders. It was easier to find people, for sure, when we caught it in the middle.
And for you, 18 and 10, 18 is the highest mark you've had against Akron in your career. What's it like to be able to find, it seems like this is a signature moment against the opponent you want to beat.
Oh, yeah, I think that's great, scoring 18 against Akron. I mean, I didn't know that, but yeah, I mean, it's really big to beat them, and especially after our first game where we thought, there's some things we needed to shore up and get better at, and today we definitely showed them what we're capable of, so even better it's against them.
Your ball movement looked really, really good. Is that what was working right? What was the game plan at the ball to move the ball like that?
We just wanted to move the ball. The best way to beat a zone is with movement, ball movement, and off-ball movement. So we wanted to get cutters going in and out, move the ball quickly, and then find the open person.
Corynne, how much more comfortable are you now compared to the beginning of the season?
A lot more comfortable. I'm not going into the games nervous or with butterflies. With the experience that I've had playing, with the experience that I have with my teammates, I'm playing with a lot of fifth years and fourth years and third juniors. They have the experience, so at times where I'm like feel a little rattled, they're there to calm me down. So that just picked up and carried over.
Right. And then what do you think your biggest growth has been so far?
I would say just how my composure on the court, and being a good guard on the court, knowing when it's time to speed up, slow down, who to get touches to, just being that point guard on the floor.
20 assists. Your assists have been up this season entirely. You still lead the team in assists. But what is that? Katie, you've been through 4 years of this. What does it mean that the assists are there? How does that change the team?
I think that completely changes our overall morale and just how we're feeling going into each game. When you're getting assists, you're getting it from one of your teammates. You're looking at her, pointing at them. You're like, yeah, I got you. You got my back. And then you're down the floor, and you're not worried about getting touches. You're not afraid to move the ball because it's coming right back to you. So I think it's really big that we've been assisting a lot more this year.
Anything else for our two student athletes?
Do you think this was your best game of the year? Not individually,
As a team, I think it was one of our best games of the year. We've been talking, we've been waiting. We've been saying end of February, we need to be playing our best basketball going into the tournament. I think it's probably one of the best, but I feel like there's still room to grow.
Anything else?
Katie better than Oklahoma State?
Yeah.
Different,
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
for sure.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thanks, you guys.
Have fun.
I'll try.
Questions?
23-0 on assists. How often have you seen?
What, points off turnovers?
Yeah.
There's
points
a- yeah.
off turnovers, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that type of. I've seen teams but usually in a game where like one team's trapping or something like that, and they're getting points off of turnovers. But usually over the course of a college game, somebody's going to get a turnover basket on you or something like that. So I was a little bit shocked when I saw that.
Yeah. Was that part of the game plan to try to turn it over?
No, we forced 18, but it's. Since I've been here, we're more of a calculated risk team. We're not really we're not out there trying to close down passing lanes or trap in a lot of positions or press. I thought it was I thought we had really active hands. I thought we did a good job of really communicating on a lot of their stuff. They actually execute stuff really well. They didn't today, but that's still a good basketball team. They're fifth in the conference for a reason. They've won a lot of games, and so. I think today was our day, and we were really knocking down shots early. So I think Akron's still going to factor in, down the stretch here for sure in conference play.
Do you think?
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say the same question I asked them. Was this your best game of the year?
Probably I'll say our most complete game in conference play. I think there were some games in non-conference where we played some really good basketball early. It's so hard to compare the two because in non-conference you're playing teams that aren't necessarily as used to you, and so their preparation and a scouting report is different. When you're playing teams that have familiarity with you, obviously, it brings a different element to it. So I'd say both sides of the basketball, complete game. I'd say it was our most complete game of the conference season for sure.
All right, so 20 assists to 7 turnovers. What do you think works so well to have that type of ratio?
Yeah, I thought on the assist side of things, I thought we did a really good job moving off the ball. We created space, passing lanes for our teammates. We talked about that against the zone. Obviously, it started in man, and we had some success, obviously, early on, so they went to zone. I thought we did a really good job of moving and creating passing lanes. So a lot of times against zone, you get stagnant, and I thought our team did a good job. 2 games in a row now, we've been under 10 in turnovers. So we had 4 turnovers against Buffalo, and 7. That's 11 turnovers in two combined games. That's kind of unheard of. So really good job of ball control by our team, taking care of the basketball, and then great movement and execution creates those opportunities for your teammates to score. And then, of course, if you don't get assists unless your teammates finish or knock down shots. So starting with the hot start we had obviously put us in a good place for that.
And every team obviously wants to start well, but for the makeup of this team, the way you guys play, how important is it that you have strong first quarters, especially, as you enter?
Yeah, no question. That's we've played our best basketball when we've gotten off to good starts like that, and you knock down shots like Katie said. You see your teammates knock down shots, it just brings confidence to everybody else. But when those shots are coming from a direct assist from your teammates, the connection that you have with that, it just boosts the whole group. So an early start like that, shooting the ball well, but it also it's not off of necessarily individual plays, but directly from an assist is I think something that really lifts the level of your team offensively, but definitely defensively as well.
Does experience matter even more now as you enter the conference?
Yeah, no question about it. I think down the home stretch here, having 6 or 7 players, including Casey, that have been here 3 or more years. So half your roster's been here 3 or more years. I think they're hungry. I think our 3 fifth-year seniors and Claire, our 4th-year senior, 4 seniors want to finish on the right note. I think they're excited about getting to Cleveland after what happened last year. Left a bitter taste in our mouths, so they've been really focused on that. But we've got more basketball. We have 4 games left. There's still a lot of basketball left to play. We want to make sure we're just focused on playing good basketball and being our best when we get there.
Anything else, Coach?
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.